So here we go again. I was going to talk about the institutionalization, um, a couple of different mental hospitals, but I wanted to start with the hope this time before I delve into the hopelessness. I wanted to start where I was at the very bottom of my entire life. And here we go. I was in this mental hospital, and it was called Western State, and they had me on a bunch of mental medications, and I had just given up, and I was just kind of just going through the motions there. Sorry, I have to look up a bunch. I have a camera and I'm at work. Anyway, I had been there for a while, and my biological mother shows up. She lives in Seattle, and that's Tacoma, so she got a ride. She shows up and she sees me and she's trying to talk to me, and I can't understand her. It's really hard for me to track people at this point. I see her and she's talking to me, and she pulls out this vial, and it looks like a regular medicine bottle, but inside of it, I heard her say the words that it was blessed oil. And for those of you that don't know, you can take olive oil and set it aside for blessings, and then you use a little bit, and you have your, whoever's in authority come over there and bless you, I suppose. But I couldn't understand the words she was saying, but when she pulled out that holy oil, I grabbed a hold of it, spun the cap off of it, and dumped the whole thing on my head. I still wasn't able to talk to her very well. She started saying like she was going to try to get me out of there, and then our time was up. But before she left, she handed me this Walkman, and it was an old school Walkman. It had those little foamy earphones, and the tape inside, because it was a cassette, was Music Box. And so there was this really cool rocking chair that kind of you would see outside a little bit, and you could just rock and look outside of this like mental ward. I was in minimum security. It means everything's locked down. There's no way out. You are there. But there was some time at night where before we go to bed, after dinner, we could just chill and do whatever we wanted. And I just liked this rocking chair. And I was rocking in this chair, and I put my Walkman on, and I gotta tell you, at this moment in time, there was no hope left in me. I had given up. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to stay. I didn't care anymore about me and about life. And this is before that prayer on my knees in my dad's basement that turned my life around. And so I didn't know. I like to say that everybody lives by the best light that they have. And I gotta tell you, my hope was out. There was no light left. And I'm sitting there rocking in this rocking chair, and I push the power button, and Mariah Carey's song comes on, Music Box. Oh my God. And when she was singing, it's like she brought a little light into my darkness. I gotta tell you, I wore that tape out. I was begging them for batteries at the counter because I couldn't go anywhere and I couldn't do anything, and I think they gave me batteries just to keep me docile. But I needed her music. It's the one thing that brought me back. So I guess, I mean, when you're an artist, you probably want to know if you've made any difference in the world. And I know you're already got lots of cool friends, and you're really awesome, Mariah Carey. And if anybody ever sees this and they know Mariah Carey personally, if you could tell her thank you for me, I'd appreciate it. Because in my darkest and my lowest, with no hope left, she brought light into my life with just her words. Okay, it's time to backtrack a little bit. So, fifth floor, Puget Sound Hospital. I came to, this was after my big wreck on the mountain, and I'm in this white room. There's a gurney. I'm sitting on it and I'm strapped down. All four of my ligaments are in leather straps, and the door opens.